אוקיי, וואו, טייק 2. עכשיו אני ליטרלי הורדתי מחדש את סטרימלאבס, אבל טייק 2, בוא נקווה שזה יעבוד, כי אני באמת לא רוצה להתדפק עם זה. אז טייק 2 זה טייק 2. אוקיי. אוקיי. האמת? לא אכפת לי. אם אני עכשיו נמצא בסטרים סטארטינג, טכנית עוד לא התחלתי לעשות כל מה שחלק מהפרק של היום, אז אני אפתח ספיד טסט וטאסק מנג'ר, בשביל שלא יהיו לי בעיות. גם אפילו שנראה שזה אפילו לא משנה. כי אני לא מצליח לתפוס את הדבר הזה. אומייגאד. אוקיי. יש לו הכל מוכן. ועכשיו, המשחק. ואני מקווה שאני אצליח להיכנס, ואצליח לצלם. אז כן, הפרק של היום הולך להיות עוד פרק של ה-Ace Attorney Trilogy. כי לא העליתי את המשחק הזה כבר מספיק זמן. אוקיי. סודר הכל מוכן. ונתחיל כבר את הפרק! בבקשה, אל תגרמו לי לבעיות. לפחות עכשיו אני מרגיש הרבה יותר טוב. מעניין אבל למה הומורי? כאילו. עכשיו, מהארדקור התחילו לי בעיות של לאגים. אבל משום מה, לא לומיאן לגאסי, פלוס מינוס, ולא הומורי. מעניין. לפחות לא הרבה בהומורי. טייק 2. Ace Attorney Trilogy. עכשיו אני מרגיש הרבה יותר טוב, אז בואו ניגש לטרייל. אפילו לא עשיתי את הטקסט של ההתחלה של הטרייל בניסיון הראשון שלי, כי היה לי בעיות. בבקשה, שזה עובד כמו שצריך. אוקיי. בוא נקבל לטוב. 7 לינואר 948, דיסטריקט קורט דפנדנט לובי 1. כן, אוקיי. מה עשיתי? חוץ מהבאגס והמגטמה שהם קונסיסטנט. בגלל שאני סוגר את זה, הכל באופן קסמי עוצר. אני חייב להתמודד עם כל לייב ככה! וואי! אוקיי, בוא נפתח את המשחק. again! אני סוגר את עכשיו. הנה. כן, כל לייב אני צריך לעשות את זה דרך אגב, בשביל שזה ייראה ככה, אבל עדיין יש את האוטליין למעלה. וזה רק בשביל שיהיה יותר קל לעבור דברים בין סטרימלאבס לבין המשחק. ניסיון שני! בוא נקווה שלא אאבד כזה הרבה פריימים. באופן מפתיע כן נראה שיש דברים שהם קונסיסטנט במה שאני רואה. עכשיו באייס אטרני, ואני אשכרה שם לב יותר בטאסק מנג'ר. כמות ה-CPU היא גבוהה. כאילו, הזיכרון הוא 125 וה-CPU הוא 100, כאילו ה-CPU והזיכרון הוא 125. וזה מה שגורם את הבעיה של הלוגים, על פי מה שאני רואה. ובערך 13% מהם זה סטרימלאבס והמשחק. אני לא בטוח אם זה נכון לכל משחק, אבל ככה זה נראה consistently. בין שתי המשחקים וצירוף מקרים, שזה יוצא מתי שאני נמצא במשחק. אז מתי שאני אשכרה עושה את הגיימפליי. אוקיי, בבקשה שאני יכול לעשות רגיל בבעיות. 7 בינואר 9:48, דיסטריקור דפנדנט לובי 1. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. מי זה? מי אומר מגי? Oh! Detective Gumshoe! How are you doing alright? How are you feeling? Hi Gumshoe! עבר! זמן מה בהחלט? רק תנו לי שנייה אחת ואני מקווה שלא יהיה לי בעיה פה עם הפריימים, אז כבר חוזר. אוקיי, נראה טוב, וואו. לא ציפיתי שזה עדיין יהיה טוב, אבל בוא נמשיך. אמרתי את זה? לא יודע, אני אעשה את זה עוד פעם. Are you doing alright? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask any other questions, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger! And you! Yes? You better square this case away! Got it, pal? Maggie is innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squattering away myself! Squattering away some paperwork for your arrest! I think it's serious. Hey, detective! You're on our side for once, right? Yup. And you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course! Got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. Something I say doesn't mesh with the facts. Make sure you point it out, alright? Sure! Okay. We're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Bye, Gumshoe! I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. And now I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. 7 בינואר, 10 בבוקר, דיסטריקט קוד רום 4. לא יודע איך מה התאריך? 6 בינואר, אומייגאד! זה בדיוק התחלנו את הטרייל. בואי. אוקיי. הגיע הזמן לעשות וויסים שהם יותר קומפלקס. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Burke. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hi. שוב. Good dog. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Ah, what's wrong? Nothing. It's just whatever I just did in the previous trial, your response was... You was talking to me. It was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me! That was the phony Phoenix! I see. Our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Note, your opening statement, please? Mr. Wright, whether you're a fake or the real deal, you'll find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright! Wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. And I'm asking is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Lama. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, could you please summon your first witness? Hey, Gumshoe. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Bra, Gumshoe! Other way around, detective. Oh, sorry. Wait, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah. The guy who was on the initial investigation started up with another case now. Oh, Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Springs Incorporated, a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. Courts accept this into evidence. Yeah, but died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death היה בין 1.5 ל-2.5. Interesting. And here we have the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. Poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. Victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and chef, and the regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. Can't schneller. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. X שווה victim seat. Come, detective. Take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. איך אפשר שמישהו יהיה בטסטימוני אחרי? כל כך כאילו חודש אחרי. Whatever. The incident. When the incident took place, the victim was alone in the stable, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of the coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. Facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Is that right? I'd ask you to begin with your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no divination tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me! Ugh, whatever. The victim was alone. Most people feel it, man. I know it! I know it! I knew it! ידעתי! I called it! עם ה-CPU והזיכרון הם מעל 25, שזה גורם לבעיות. ככה אז אני אסגור ספיד טסט, כי זה נראה לגמרי רלוונט. הנה. אם אני סוגר ספיד טסט, CPU נראה הרבה יותר טוב. לא יעזור אם אני אסגור סטים. פלוס מינוס יעזור. רגע. פרפקט. עכשיו לא נראה שה-CPU עולה כזה רציני. אוקיי. לא עולה מפה, הכל נראה בסדר. בוא ניגש לטסטמוני של משהו, כי לפחות זה אני עשיתי סייב. It was alone. Understand, the guy Glenn Elk was listening to the radio. Traces of poison were found in the coffee cup. What we found was potassium cyanide. It looks like Miss Bird might have some kind of motive. What's a motive? Some kind of motive? Yeah. If you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
Objection!
You know what my golden rule is, detective. Check out the bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? Don't get it. Say, we can always get another witness to understand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe! She was. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. Yeah, it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket of for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he saw the wrong one. Then, Is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on a little harder? Press! Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. What? That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting your search of the defendant. What? Seriously? Order! Just got a lucky bird, a little waitress. We'll submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. Better keep an eye on that ticket. There's no way that the way the judge's voice is quivering. A winning ticket of for $500,000 found during a body search of Maggie. The ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. It feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. Do you think there are any contradictions in this testimony? To be honest, I don't know. But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'll be forming a united front, right? How will we win the case if he doesn't throw us a line? I don't have a whole lot of options right now. But I can just gather the facts together, I guess. Gather the facts! You don't get information! Hold it! Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Does it say something that contradicts the evidence? I'm so desperate for that to be true. He's practically crying. The testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. The two testimonies tie up on that. Both said there was no other guy at the table. Shall press on. Press! Information. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way? That argument is as weak as the coffee on JBN, right? I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes. A one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant. Oh. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. רגע, מי אמר את זה? חשבתי שזה גדות. לא? זה גדות. כן גדול, ואז אחר כך פה ג'אדג'. וואו, איזה מבלבל זה. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. Ah, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked the second person at the table? Ah! Okay. כן, עוזר. Certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clear. Okay. Was listening to the radio. זה סייב למקווה. מה יש לנו כאבידנס? טיקט והתמונה. אז יש את הפלור פלאנס. תפסיר פה. כאילו בעיניי את השאלה הראשית היא למה האוטופסי רפורט אומר איך אתה עולה בפריימים? איך אתה עולה בפריימים? ועוד אני אשכרה התקדמתי במשחק, אני לא יכול לעצור את זה פשוט פה. לא תגיד לי שזה ממשיך. אין שום סיבה שזה יעלה בפריים, אבל משום מה זה עולה בפריים. שנייה אחת. יש את המשחק דולג פה לכמה שעות או משהו. אני אשכרה רואה לחפש. פשוט תראה את זה ככה מהצד עם אשכרה. קורה עוד משהו. מטורף לחשוב שהדבר היחיד שבו הערוץ, כאילו, סליחה, לא הערוץ, הדבר היחיד שיש בעצם באתר של סטרימלאבס זה פשוט לא דברים שעזרים לי לבעיה של frame loss או מה שזה בפרפורמנס. Frame drops. encoding. Therefore, hardware encoding. כן, לפחות אני רואה. Extract frames of one click. כן, אני כבר חוזר.
Labs. Open your settings.
סליחה על זה. שתפעלתי סרטון שיעזור. אוקיי. אני אולי אשכרה תיקנתי את זה סוף לסוף. יש סיכוי שאולי סוף לסוף תיקנתי את זה. בואו נראה. בואו נראה איך המשחק יגיב. אוקיי. יש לה הכל עובד. בואו נחזור לטסט המוני של משהו. בבקשה. כי אני לא רוצה להתעכב. עכשיו, אפשר בבקשה להקשיב למעלה, זה לא היה ברדיו. Was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah. He had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Don't think about how one of them had some sort of earpiece. Try to press. Press literally not information. Okay. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot! We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere! This isn't going very well, is it? Could you perhaps tell us how about the poison, how it was used? Poison the coffee cup. So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I would say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection!
Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, right? Victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Ah! It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. Maybe we should press! Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was. Huh? Case for the... You were wondering. The last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, alright. Maybe fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. You have the time to waste. You have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This! Seriously? I would be grateful for these coffees only hot enough to give me first-degree burns. Oh my god! Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the room. Yes, unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink from the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that was the waitress brought him. Like this. Ah! My god! For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. The coffee contained potassium cyanide, covering the victim Maggie's fingerprints. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. It's enough. The facts of this case seem to be overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems that beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. Not like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone proves a very credible motive. I mean, there's so money that even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. Good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. And that's because the court has already ruled guilty once already. I would say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. And one final decisive piece of evidence. Is there more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Burr was wearing at the time. Oh, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... Can't be blood, can it? Ha! Seems the star of our little play was a little flustered. Somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's exactly the first thing that caught my eye? Of course. Coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No. There's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course. I'm referring to the pot. Pocket? Search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. Oh, poison? In Maggie's pocket? Yeah. And Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What? Oh my... Order. The court will accept these items into evidence. Apron. Worn by Maggie at the time of the incident. Has a small pocket but big stains. They have poison. Then the powdery poison. There's Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. Okay, now to stop yourself and leave biology flaming. Finally! Let's go! There's something still bothering me, Mr. Cadosh. Why haven't I explained the blood stain to the court? Blood stain? Whose blood stain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. That's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? You must have gotten some on her apron by taking some of her breakfast that day. Have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup with this. Everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence have all been clearly established. Well tried. Seems you really are a phony after all. We're out to drive him in nuts! Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The investigation! Crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on. We figured who it was pretty quick. And then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found that the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. That was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, right? Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Okay. Crime is reported by a scary old man. 25. A time in my autopsy report. Apron of potassium cyanide. Bad coffee cup. Maggie passed out from the shock. Victim didn't have any identification, but we figured out who it was. Then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the writing and the bulb of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. לא. חשבתי שסיימתי עם זה! למה הפריים התחילו לרדת? חשבתי שסיימתי... וואט? למה בדיוק זה התחיל לקפוץ בפריימים? עכשיו? באמת, ועוד אני חשבתי שאני תיקנתי את זה. ליטרלי אמרתי, היי, תקן לי את זה. סרטון שבטעות אני הפעלתי סאונד, כי שכחתי לכבות סאונד, אמר לי, הנה, תיקנתי לך את זה. ועכשיו הסרטון אפילו לא עובד? מה זה? Here we go again. anyway, חוץ מהטסטימוני לא כזה יצא לי שום דבר. אז כאילו, זה הדבר הראשון שעולה לי על הראש. הספורטס פייפר. לא. אפילו לא. מה אני עוד אמור לעשות? אידיוט. Information. Carry on, man, Detective Gumshoe. It's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. We're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in. But the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds. Ha! Snuff! I got each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty goat can be avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. Time finding a payphone apparently, so it was late reporting the crime. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Megan was still cold in the kitchen at the time. Took about 10 minutes before she came to. Like, well, being on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Well, I love to see Maggie asleep like that, or pretty peaceful. I'm a professional detective. I'm sure not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know is about the investigation. Oops. That's pretty red right now, aren't I? God damn it, Gumshoe. Didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on the pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah. Can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. Victim sounds like he was a fairly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Wanna give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. Wait a sec. Is this something dumb again? Let me rephrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh. Yeah. He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. Huh? It seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tresbian. Not the victim's name from the medical records. The doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. Shall I leave this alone? Ask for more. Health insurance or prescription bag? Nalaman na sa prescription bag. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? Victim got this from the doctor before going to Tribune. The bag is empty. Marshal, you're entering an empty paper as evidence. Desperate, are you, Wright? Yeah. What happened with the investigation after that, detective? Oh! I got these now! אוקיי. אז נראה שאני אעשה את הדבר הנכון עם זה. Maggie was searched to find the lottery, taking a ball. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, is it possible that someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, you nailed it, pal. Happens to me all the time. Well, at the apartment party the other day, when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Objection!
Keep up this way, silly testimony detective, and those shoes will end up in your down your throat. Sorry. So, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'm not sure if I had any. Appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. continue their testimony, witness. Oh my god! שנייה, שכח מהטסטימוני הזה! אני אידיוט! There was nothing else missing! Oh my god, אני פשוט אידיוט. That was completely missing, אבל יש את התיק של כלום! Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! Okay, your agents, just wait. Hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to JVN. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, Pat. Woohoo! Wow! Indeed. New consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vile pieces of evidence? Yes, that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison! And the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Wow. Where's our order? Oh, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? That's all. What? Wait for the call the name of the clinic, on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear. Otolaryngological clinic. Gological clinic. Otolaryngological? What kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bit of war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? And what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you write the fine print. Autopsy? I know how to get an autopsy report, dumbass! Found traces of the medicine in the victim's left ear. Yes, it is. In very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medicine while he was at JVN. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medicine. Seems like this medicine medication is irrelevant to the case after all. Oh! Nick! You don't think of something quick, it will all be over. Right. Can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? issue. כי זה עדיין נעלם. Moments ago, the Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medicine while he was at JBM. That's the case, then why was the medication not found this year? Oh my god, כן. זה לא משנה את זה, לא משנה אם הוא שם את זה או לא שם את זה, זה עדיין נעלם. אבל במיוחד אם הוא שם את זה, אז לאן זה נעלם? The medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
Objection!
It doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. Hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
Objection!
It hardly seems likely that a coffee the waitress served could contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. Ugh. It's enough. Mr. Gnode, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Gnode? Yeah. I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. But Kudo, the pigeon here? Very well. The amount that is disappearing medicine seems little more than trivial at best. However, wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. There's something that bothers me. Hey, good job, Nick! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we'll hear the prosecution's next witness. I suppose it means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay, wow, recess. Okay, תודה רבה, חשבתי שיהיה to be continued. 11:03 דקות, דפנה לא באחד. That was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. It's my line, sir. Now it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we're all nearly dying there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he would help me. He told to set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. It really hurts this time. I feel like someone punched me hard in the stomach. At this guy. I never want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be the old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's gonna be real stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. I'm going to be able to handle him, Nick. Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. חלץ ורבע, קורטרום 4. ראונד 2! לא בדיוק אבל whatever. אוקיי, אז לא כזה אין לי בעיה בפריימים, תודה רבה. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Burr. Check it out. Your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old timer who cut the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Oh boy. Here we go again. Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Kudo. Born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Goo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Ha! Listen, young. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do. I did back in Japan. I put family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embodied kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, we're craftsmen. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe I could embroider my costume sometime? Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. I have to take a job working the cash register of the burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see. So, you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I did. So, then please, tell the court. We're all ears. Sure. I'll tell you every last detail. Really getting into this. Oh my god. What I witnessed. The young man was reading the sports paper. Servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it. Looked like he was in trouble. Pain. It's a terrible pain. And then collapsed. That's the serving girl. Right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Mr. Kudo. She's not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Ha! You're as bad as the rest of them. All those newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones? Newfangled? All the talk about radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Whatever. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Our man was reading sports paper. The girl brought Javachino, but put something in it. The man took one sip and looked like he was in terrible pain, then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Lama! I remember her well. זה מזכיר לי את מה שגנדם אומר. לא יודע למה, אל תשאל אותי. בטעות לחצתי על אי! מה הייתה הנקודה האחרונה שאני עשיתי סייב? זה היה חייב להיות אחרי הפתיחה של הטרייל. זה היה במדיסן!
Objection!
זה היה במדיסן! תצחק עליי. אני רוצה לטסט אותי שוב! עוד אני הייתי בטוח שאני אעשה לי סייב אחרי החזרה של הטרייל, הייתי בטוח שפה עשיתי סייב, לא אחר כך. סליחה, לא לפני. אני אעשה סייב פה לפחות. יופי. ועכשיו אני אשכרה יכול לעשות סייב. זה סתם נקצר. Do you think the old CD really saw Maggie do it? He probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. He was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. She makes a really good point though. Hey, didn't you say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw was really Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular feature that you can identify her by? Particular feature? The disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry. You can see all the way up her... You know, it's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But I know what could wear such an outfit, even me! It's alright. Please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. You got all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. אבל זה מה שזה נראה! I guess I got a bit carried away. There are other things I recognize about her too. Seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press. Sure, I saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Criddle, these are features that you recognize about the defendant. I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose. אז עכשיו... אתה מדבר על האפרון, נכון? רגע. אוקיי, נניח. The apron straps were loose. איך אי אפשר לשים לב לקדימה יותר? זה נראה לי אפשר לשים לב יותר ברור שזה מגי. אז פרזנט? לא! אשכרה לא. Interesting. זה היה אשכרה בכוונה. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. Oh, but what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Ha! As if I wouldn't remember that.
Objection!
The witness noticed straps on the accused's apron. On the accused's apron. It's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right. I can't even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong about the witness's eyes. There's no doubt he remembers the witness pretty well. Yeah, I do. But I think there's something more to this somehow. Ask about the waitress's back. The identifying features you described all the things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection!
Ha! Who's got you there, Grimps? People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment. I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. Just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observe from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. Okay, then front. But what אומר? This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. You can find a hole in it soon. It will get even longer, I bet. Ooh, there wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. מעניין שאתה אומר את זה. כי זה ה-definition של objection! Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. God, a filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of my grandson. Of what my grandson looks like. Just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. You think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot. זה בדיוק מה שמגי עצמה לבשה! What? What is it? Ever since I have said you half-witted clot, there's been an ear silence in here. Mr. Kudo! This apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And, as you just said yourself, you won't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You can't possibly see the waitress from the front. Oops. Mazai! Witness, you just oops your way out of this. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Oh. Listen, Wright. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when the one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. Hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Grimps. Rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted. I remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. That's what you remember about the victim. Okay. He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. There's a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the waitress. I remember that well. And the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. Little Fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to me that remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing! We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't it kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. עד עכשיו לא היה לי בעיה של פריימים אחרי שהייתי חייב לסגור את המשחק קודם. וואו. How about the victim? אולי עכשיו זה אשכרה עובד. Wearing a pair of spectacles. His left eardrum ruptured the day before the incident. Spectacles? Dark glasses, one of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish, that's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some kind of modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take wearing some. And rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. Ah, here comes something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. The newspaper was the sports paper, was it? The young hooligan. I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? Fidgeting? Or was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I had to find out if Godson Brown retained his championship title. his paper, not yours! If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? I tell you looking at it. No judgment. Hello? Good some brawn got being yesterday, by the way. Anyway. I was listening to the wireless. The wireless? Like this decadent old young grass. My day was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. I'm using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was it that desperate to listen to the radio? I didn't look at that. I don't feel sorry. Sure! Then the serving girl brought in Cappuccino! You mean the waitress? Well, you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, aren't you? You never let anything go. Isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from behind? Oh my god. We're not pushing it until I've got some hard evidence. Is free hand? Yes. Which hand was that? Actually saying before a claw of years. It was wrestling or used newspaper with his right hand, and I... If his free hand wasn't his right hand... God! Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has free hands. Hey! It's only asking! You need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. But this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. Guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake, and he's ours. But that was the Oh my god. אם הוא שמע לרדיו, עכשיו שאני חושב על זה, אם הוא שמע לרדיו, אז רלוונטי לדעת בעצם באיזה אוזן זה נשמע. אם הוא יקשיב לרדיו, זה רלוונטי לדעת באיזה אוזן זה נשמע, כי... obviously. אומייגאד. אומיי... איזה מגעיל זה! בדיוק מה שהייתי צריך עכשיו. תודה רבה. ממש עוזר. אני אפילו לא יודע מה מעלה את הפריימים יותר, וזה פשוט עולה, 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 עולה ועוצר. אז יש סיכוי שתגיד, סטופ, די, נמאס. אף אחד לא אוהב את זה שנעלמים פריימים. אני חייב לסדר את זה עוד פעם. הנה. אז כן. זה היה מגעיל. זה אשכרה היה מגעיל. כאילו איך שאני חושב על זה, זה אם הייתי יכולה לעשות פייסקאם, זה שיהיה אפשר להשתמש ביד אחת, ככה, איך שמחזיקים את הכוס קפה הזאתי ושותים, אם רוצים לשתות אותו מתי שהסימן יהיה כך. אוקיי, מה? למה כמות הפריימים עולה? מאיפה הפריימים הנעלמים עולה? מאיפה? כמות הפריימים. זה לא FPS, נכון? זה לא FPS, זה פשוט פריימים. זה dropped frames. לעזאזל. מה בכלל יכול לגרום את זה לבעיה של עלייה בפריים? אוקיי. אני רק מקווה שזה סוף כל סוף יהיה טוב. שאני תיקנתי את זה כבר, כי נמאס לי! נעשה את זה ונקבל את טוב. כן. מה שרציתי להגיד לפני שהייתה לי את הנחיתת הפריימים המטומטמת הזאתי. בכל זאת הולכת להיות הפעם האחרונה שאני כנראה הולך לצלם בסטרימלאבס, אני לא מאמין שזה גורם לי עד כדי ככה הרבה בעיות. anyway. איך שאמורים להחזיק את הקפה הזה ולשתות? אם מדברים על זה שהוא מחזיק ושותה, אז זה חייב להיות ביד ימין. והוא אומר שביד ימין היה לו את ה-newspaper. אז איך זה אפשרי שהוא ייקח בעצם ביד ימין, יקרא ביד ימין את ה-newspaper ויקח ביד ימין את הקפה לשתות? זה ה-contradiction. וזה היה כל כך מטומטם. או אפילו בכלל מטומטם. אני לא יודע איך עוד לתאר את זה. Anyway. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was the way of testing the credibility of your memory? No, there's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Oh my god, בבקשה תעשה את זה. Care to tell us where this is going, Troit? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. God, what is this, kindergarten? But in the comment, please take a look at this. It's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you can see where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Girl, God is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'll eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Shut up, Santa. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. And the witness had better go back to the party. Wait! Marshall! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. How about that dirty coffee cup? I know what I saw. Still insist on your testimony? A young brat was holding the coffee in his left hand. Yes, no question. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot in you spiky-haired yahoo, who are at fault. Oh, me? Thank you, old man. I've had enough from you already. Don't call me old man. Been around for 68 years. I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. Oh my god. Marshall! Sorry, Mr. Crow, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot! But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. Can rely on Victor. Left hand or right hand? Boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens on his specs. Kept fiddling with it all the time. Was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. The victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Monitor? You mean like a television screen? Come over here. Okay, so say. The inside of the lens is the screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD TV, a DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad. But they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts. In good old black and white. Ah, באמת. Why are the earpiece on the same side as the green lens? And then you pick the same hand to pick up the cup, the left hand. Left hand, left monocle, left eardrum. Left hand, left monocle, left eardrum.
Objection!
I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Crow, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You said I was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without doubt. You could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're not unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medicine for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece on his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear from that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Hey, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay, I lost sensor. Bye, I'm done. I lost sensor. Roar. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the wages from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot? Ah. A drop of milk is all it takes to destroy. Pure black magic in the cup. So there is my drop of milk. Captain, you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The matter on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down, I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. took the sip of the cup, held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Objection!
Impossible! The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection!
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. Facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poison cup. Like this. Saying that doesn't wash. The plaintiff's testimony is to establish where the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. Clear como cristal. The testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I'm satisfied with the witness, and the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, this testimony is a farce. Do you have to be so frank? That you pronounce out fuck. I'm sorry, Mr. Kula. You can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Hold it. Me. Wait! Stop now. Where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Crow? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. Just a bumbling old man who doesn't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How's your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Crow, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, might not be anything. I want another chance. I want another crack at you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some kind of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to the one final showdown? Final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the cappuccino you want if you come to my house after the trial. Maybe 68 years old, but I'm Victor. But Victor Cruz is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet. Much, much quicker. Can't believe this is happening. Better get ready, youngster. Get the picture! Just quit throwing seeds at me, would you? It's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. God, my skin, what the fuck? First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. Not too sure of myself. Young boy stomped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the concierge, you idiot, said the vase. He knocked it right over. Broke his cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, hmm? Okay. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You doubt me again? Doubting your poor defenseless old man? No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. I get the feeling that there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick. Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of. And I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's what all you can think of. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. קדימה, בוא נעשה את זה כבר. אתה אמרת דברים על הווייז. לא פה. צריך את התמונה שלו.
Objection!
Mr. Crow, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? עכשיו. Look carefully at the table. The vase is there. Intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? Not grand of yours, hopscotch. Enough! For any more sits in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now? Just remembered something. Yes? Go on. A broken vase. Was on my table. What? Well, you see. Started when the young lad collapsed. I stood up. Must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. That's how my groin came to be completely soaked. אתה צוחק עליי! Thank you, Mr. Crow. I certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect yourself. You should reflect on yourself, Mr. Crow. Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff! Squire the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me! Bye! On Mishu? Well, it seems we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. And I am still not in the position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two discrepancies in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mug in the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor! There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor! The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So I summarized it according to the statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it, if you wish. However, the prosecution doesn't need props like that. That's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Well, here you are then, Mr. Wright. Got 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Gnome.'s. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, but like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. This court is adjourned. To be continued. Okay! לפחות בסופו של דבר הצלחתי לסיים את הטרייל. בבערך הזמן הממוצע שבדרך כלל לוקח לי לעשות טריילס. זה כיף. גם עם כל הדיליים זה עדיין לוקח לי הזמן הממוצע שלוקח לי לעשות טריילס. אומייגאד. anyway, אני אסיים את הלייב של היום ואני אעשה עוד סטרים אחד אחרון. אוקיי, אני אעשה את זה ככה. אם הסטרים הבא, בסטרים לובס, הולך לגרום לי לבעיות, מסיבה אחת או אחרת, אני אעבור לתוכנית ב' שלמזלי הכנתי כבר. הכנתי בערך 70% מהדברים, הקואליטי יהיה הרבה יותר גרוע, אבל לא אכפת לי. כאן היה ירין ניפגש בסרטון עולם הבא של ירין כיף גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם, וירין אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.